The man prosecutors call the mastermind behind a vacant land sale fraud that targeted more than 150 seniors asked a Pinellas County judge today to reduce his bond so he could get out of jail.
And I-Team investigator Jackie Calloway, who first broke this story just last week, was in court for Marvin Scott's hearing today.
Investigators say Marvin Scott's name may not have been on the paperwork, but insist he ran an illegal operation that took $1.4 million from over 100 seniors whose average age is 79. Today in court, his attorney tried to convince the judge to lower Scott's bond so he could get out of jail.
We're here today because we're asking the court to consider bond reductions on both counts.
55-year-old Marvin Scott's attorney worked to portray his client as playing a consultant role in 3 different businesses accused of running a vacant land sale fraud.
And for those reasons, I'm asking the court to consider reducing the bond here today.
The criminal case filed in Pinellas County last month details how Scott, Tammy Van Wee, and Chamara Bowman ran multiple telemarketing businesses between 2017 and 2020. Consumer protection investigators say they would cold call elderly owners of vacant land, promising a quick sale after the owner paid upfront fees.
They kept wanting these fees from my parents to, each time they said, oh, the deal fell through, but we have a new buyer.
Ann Runyon found out too late that her parents, both in their 80s, fell for the sales pitch that required money up front.
They had a buyer and they were going to sell it, and as soon as the deal closed, they would get their money. And the money never came.
How alarmed were you when you saw how much money your parents lost?
I was very angry because we totaled it up and it was over $10,000.
Mr. Scott made a lot of money over the years off of a scheme involving the sale of vacant land.
In court, the prosecution argued against lowering the $500,000 bond for Scott, who's charged with money laundering and schemed to defraud.
Between October 2017 through the end of 2020, he made over $415,000 off of this scheme.
According to the state, Brown pocketed over $667,000 and Van Wee got over $150,000 from the operation. Prosecutors say Scott concealed his name from the business because in 2016 he agreed to pay consumers over $76,000 in restitution to settle a lawsuit filed by the Attorney General's office. He was accused in a similar land sale scheme. The settlement also banned Scott from the timeshare or land sale business.
He's taken himself off of all the public records, but he's still making money off of the operation.
The judge had heard enough.
I'm not going to reduce Mr. Scott's bond today. The conditions of bond will remain.
Ann Runyon says what happened to her mom and dad left them heartbroken. Her dad, Jim, has since died. She and her mom are relieved to hear Scott, for now, will remain behind bars.
So I think justice is being done, and I hope there's enough evidence to convict them.
Co-defendants Bowman and Van Wee remain in the Pinellas County Jail on a $250,000 bond. Prosecutors tell me they want to move fast and get this case to trial within a year because of the age of the victims, 5 of whom have died. I'm I-Team investigator Jackie Calloway, taking action for you.